Hey everyone, welcome to this night's matchup. First, the Hempfield Black Knights visiting at the Cedar Crest Falcons. We have an exciting matchup following our JV match, which the Cedar Crest Falcons ended up winning. We have head coach for the Falcons, Monica Schaefer, and for Hempfield, we have Coach Kenny Iser. The Falcons are coming into this game 1-1, while Hempfield is 3-0, undefeated, looking to dominate as every single year. This matchup is a battle between two of the best leagues in the section. Taking a preview at our game, the Hempfield Black Knights volleyball program is one of the most established and successful in Pennsylvania high school volleyball. On the men's side, the Black Knights have built a reputation as a consistent contender at both leagues and the state level. The program owns multiple PIAA championships, including dominant runs in the late 1900s and early 2000s, over 20 some years ago, and another state title in 2016. They've also captured numerous district and league championships over the years, cementing their status as one of the premier programs in District 3. Led by Coach Iser, Hempfield continues to emphasize a disciplined, high-tempo style of play. The Black Knights have a very senior-heavy lineup this year with a very balanced lineup as well. We should expect a very coordinated team with lots of experience and hard work and leadership out in the court, with each player pulling their own weight. Checking it over on the Cedar Crest side, the Cedar Crest Falcons boys volleyball program has quickly emerged as one of the rising teams in the Lancaster Lebanon League. The Falcons compete in one of the most competitive volleyball environments, again in District 3. Cedar Crest is coming off a historic breakthrough in 2025, capturing its first ever Lancaster Lebanon Championship with the statement win over Mannheim Central. This victory marked a major turning point for the program, signaling its arrival as a legitimate contender in the league. The Falcons, throughout the last couple seasons, have produced high-level individual talent in recent years. Multiple players have earned all-league honors, including an LL League MVP Jack Walgamuth, along with first-team sections like Ryder Rohr and Tate Tadjewski. Some other highlighting players um, have also been produced throughout the program, and the program's ability to develop and impact players across multiple positions, which is exciting for the Cedar Crest team. Now, let's listen to our national anthem. Just beautiful national anthem. All the players looking ready for this game as Cedar Crest and Hempfield high five hands before the game. No smiles on anyone's faces on the Cedar Crest side. Everyone looks locked in and ready for this matchup. Again, Cedar Crest is off to a 500 start. They're 1-1, looking to get on the positive side of things on the winning end. Hempfield looking to maintain that domination over all the teams they've played this season, going undefeated. Now, I know it's still early, but having that impact of a 3-0 start is such a big confidence booster on their side. But Cedar Crest, I know, is going to go into this game with some confidence, looking to knock them off and get them their first loss of the season, having this home court advantage. And with some positive sides on the JV to hype them up before the game. It's a beautiful night tonight outside, I'm assuming, but we're indoors, and you know what? We don't have to worry about the weather. So, with that, we're going to get this game started. It's looking like they're just wandering around chatting. 22 is checking in for Hempfield. That is going to be their libero. And on the other side for the Falcons, we have 11, which is Jude, who's going to be the libero, who's a senior for the Falcons. Hempfield is going to start serving. In the back is going to be number 16, Logan 10 Kelsey, who's going to be a sophomore. Big hit on the outside, swing and a miss for 16 on the Falcons. And with that, Hempfield will start 1-0. With a pretty easy first point for them. Hempfield looking to work it deep, hitting it easy to libero, who has a mistake, setting it back up for Hempfield to just lay it in there. Another mistake from the libero on the Falcon side. Hempfield looking to get it back there with an easy tip from 16, Logan 10 Kelsey. Hempfield will go up 2-0. Another serve. He looks focused and locked in. It's an easy short in the middle serve, trying to throw the Falcons off guard. Hempfield will work to smack it in the front. And with that, Hempfield will go up 3-0. From these first 3 points, Hempfield seems to be pushing it to the back, targeting number 11, Jude, for the Falcons, as he's already made 2 mistakes I've seen so far, and they just gotta get it together. They can't dig themselves too deep of a hole to start this game. And now the Falcons are working to protect their libero, as it is called out of bounds, and Hempfield will go up 4-0. Still, Logan is serving in the back. Working to lay it right back in that middle spot as he usually does. And the first mistake from Hempfield. Cedar Crest will get their first point of the night. With that, 4-1. With some energy finally on the Cedar Crest side. With a deep serve and a big swing. That's going to be a point for Cedar Crest. That's number 3 in the back. Matthew Peelan. Woo! Volleyball must run in the Peelans family. Upwood with that serve. It's going to be Hempfield's score. A couple years ago, Matthew's older brother, Danny, also played on the volleyball team, dominating left and right. And now here's his little brother serving it up. With a big swing from 4 on Cedar Crest, it's just not going to get it done as Hempfield gets their 6th point. That Hempfield continues to dominate this game, getting another point. Serving in the back there is going to be number 5, George. A big smack and a tip out of bounds. Cedar Crest will get the point, and heading back there is 16 for Cedar Crest to serve it up. Sprang with the deep serve, and it's just out of bounds. That is tough. These are the free points you can't give away. And if you're trying to make this comeback down by 4 points, now 5, Simple stuff like that just can't happen. 22 for Hempfield serving. That's going to be Ethan. Ethan Ashba up again for another serve. Serving a line drive straight to the left side. The small tip. Cedar Crest is working to get themselves under control. And a deep ball, and it's going to land right in, and Hempfield will score again. The libero for the Hempfield with these line drive serves is messing up the Falcons a little bit. But with a close call, from my angle, it looks like it just hit the line, but the refs are going to give it to the Black Knights. Let's check out the replay of what happened.
No, he broke it the game before or two. I don't remember.
Here comes his spike. And there we go. That is not your replay. That was the actual play of what just happened. Cedar Crest won a point. Now it's 11-4. Black Knights. Checking in for the Falcons is number 8, who's going back to the line for the serve. That would be Carter. Falcons looking up to bring it up the middle. It's a good save on the Hempfield side. The big spike as the Falcons get control. Looking to work it deep as a free ball. And it's going to be not good enough as it's too deep, out of bounds. And the Black Knights have some fresh legs checking in, rotating out. And a dominant tall line in the front on the Black Knights side. With that huge height advantage, they've just been dominating the play. And that's just going to be Cedar Crest's fallout right now. And with the tip on the Black Knights side, Cedar Crest will secure the point. Checking in is number 2 and number 12 on the Falcons side. You can see it right here. The Black Knights just seem to have 3 beefy, tall guys in the front. And it's tough for the Falcons to break that front line. They're resorting in lots of tips and deeper balls, which they're just not getting in right now. He's high setup, big spike from number 5. Straight to the libero, who Hempfield works it back up for another kill. And there it is. That's just going to dominate on the Black Knights side. If they can keep control of the front net, resulting in keeping Stronging on their back end, setting it up for more spikes and spikes and spikes, their offense is just going to keep killing them. It's going to keep killing the Falcons if their defense holds up this pressure. The Falcons can't get it together. If I was Coach Schaefer right now, I would call a timeout, come up with a game plan, because this 14-5 hole they're in right now, they need some sort of coaching right now. 29 is set to serve for the Black Knights. That's going to be Cameron Crawford. And there's the timeout called from Coach Schaefer. The Hempfield Black Knights are looking hype on the sidelines as the Falcons are speechless over there. Hopefully getting some good coaching. Looks like the team is getting coaching and the liberos on the right side are getting coaching. Good talking to. hopefully hyping each other up on the sidelines. But let's talk about the Falcons jerseys right now. They are styling with the CC branded shorts and the blue pattern up top. I'm kind of jealous of those jerseys. On the Black Knight side too, they're red poppin' jerseys. They look like they're the villains. They look like they're 3-0 from their jerseys, ready to dominate. And with the end of this first timeout, it is 15-5. Hempfield has a 10-point lead over the Falcons, starting out strong. And in case you're just joining us, this is the first set, and it's an exciting battle every single year between these two teams, with Hempfield in recent years coming out on top. And as it looks right now, they're going to do it again. Serving in the back is Crawford again for Hempfield. Putting some height and a line drive serve straight to the libero as the Falcons mishandle it and looking for another deep ball and just not going to get it done. It's a constant theme. I'll keep saying it every single point, but they got to get themselves under control. Hempfield looking confident and dominating over there on their side. Crawford back to serve it. Setting himself up. Here's probably going to come another line drive to their back line, and there it is, right to the libero. Black Knights looking to set it up on the outside, and with a miss hit, the Falcons will get the point. Heading back for the Falcons to serve is going to be number 5, Tanner Showers, who is a junior playing on varsity for the Falcons. Big short serve. Hempfield looking, using their height to dominate with a big swing. And with the tip out of bounds, the Black Knights will get the point. Big swing from the Falcons. I don't know if he tried to do that, but if he did, it was a great point with the little tip over, finding the hole. And if the Falcons can keep doing that instead of just hitting it deep, I think they could turn this game around. Let's see it. We got the libero, Jude serving in the back. Big swing and a block on the Falcons side. But with the net being touched on the Black Knights side, the Falcons will get the point. Ooh, with a big swing, it's going to be close to the line, but the ref will call it out, and the Falcons will gain another point, putting themselves on a little run. Jude up for the serve, slicks it right in the middle with a miss hit from the Black Knights libero. Falcons looking to get something going with the deep shot. It is out by around a foot. Very close, but just not enough to get it done. Black Knights checking in some fresh legs up front, continuing to dominate with this height advantage. I say keep it strong. They look excited and hungry for some points. In the back there is going to be Logan Kelsey for the Black Knights, ready to serve. We saw him serve already. He's got a pretty controlled, slow serve, but he knows where he wants to put it, and it's worked for them in the past. The big swing and a almost save from the Falcons. It's good hustle, but it's just not enough. As the Black Knights now have 19 on their scoreboard. Dominating still by a 10-point lead, putting the Falcons in a pretty big hole. Kelsey up for another serve. Looking to play it right in that middle deep pocket. Big swing from the Falcons, but it's out by a foot again. They just can't find that sweet spot to keep it in bounds. But the Black Knights are dominating, cutting off any sort of big swing. Same exact serve as before from Tan Kelsey. Another big swing from the Falcons with the play off the net. A perfect setup from the libero. Falcons working to swing in. Another deep shot and out. Constant trend as the Black Knights just dominate on defense. It is exciting. Oh, just kidding. The Falcons actually got that last point with number 3 up to serve as he hits it out. Up to serve was Matt Peelan. Falcons looking to get it under control with a big swing. Almost looked like a grab. Some good defense, but it's not good enough as the ball slips by the front line. And Hempfield gains the point. 22-10. Back there is going to be number 5, George, serving it up with a big jump and huge swing for Hempfield. And with lots of cheers on the Hempfield side, their JV bench is excited as long as all their fans. It is loud. It's almost like it's a home game for them. With that, another big serve. Look just on the line. Wow. That's about as close as you can get. Great call from the line judge as Cedar Crest gains the point. That had some heat from George back there. Hempfield looking just needs 2 more points in the easy tip. Hitting it with some steez, a little bump. That's going to be number 17 for the Black Knights, Spencer Troyer. Going into serve, looking to close it out is Ethan Ashba. The solid slice. And with that call, Hempfield will win the first set, 25-11. Wow. With that 25-11 domination in the first set, the Black Knights really set the tone. Let's take a look at some of the best replays from the first set. Starting off early with a big swing. Hempfield just set the tone right away with the constant theme of Cedar Crest's mistakes. Really went to haunt them most of this game. Another big swing just shows the huge height advantage, dominating from the front. Back there was Logan serving up some storms. Falcons with some big swings, but great defense and domination on the offensive side. All righty, let's get back to the second set. Starting up soon. Recapping that first set, you just saw the replays. It was a good battle on both sides, but Hempfield just seemed to dominate on the defensive side up front of the net, which caused the Falcons to panic left and right. They couldn't get it done. They lost their fundamentals, which Hempfield just kept dominating on. And if Cedar Crest wants to turn it around, they got to focus on 3 things, starting with their serving. They gave up too many free points. I'd say over 4 of the points that Hempfield got were just on out-of-bounds serves from the Falcons. Number 2, they got to lock in to their deep shots. Most of the other points scored by Hempfield was Cedar Crest, not Hempfield dominating the offensive side. It was Cedar Crest hitting the ball out during play. So serving out and hitting balls out during the play, mainly on the deep side. And 3, they got to look to do something about the height advantage on the Hempfield side up at the front net. If they don't do those 3 things, it's going to be an easy sweep for the Black Knights. who are out on the court ready with pure confidence, hyping each other up as Coach Monica Schaefer on the Falcons side is breaking things down on her clipboard. Everyone looks pretty locked in on the Falcons side, but you can be as locked in as you want. But coming back from a big butt whooping in the first set, it's going to take a lot more than that. With just 10 seconds left, the libero is checking in on the Black Knights side. That's going to be Ethan Ashba. And with that horn, the second set is going to get up and starting with the Falcons looking to serve first. But before that, Jude, the libero, is going to check in for the Falcons. Oh, never mind. They have changed the libero, and that's going to be Matt Sprague for the Falcons. With right now, just like I mentioned it before, some height in the front for the Black Knights. We're going to start it off strong, swinging out wide. Some good defense on the Falcons side. The libero looking to give a free ball to the Black Knights, and another big swing on the outside, and it's not enough on the Falcons' defensive side. Domination from number 5, George Agadis on the Black Knights. That's a way to set the tone of the second set. Logan Tenkelsey in the back to serve with the same thing he did just in the first set. If it works, why not keep it going? Every single time he serves, if you look on the Falcons side, they have 3 players in the back. He's looking to target the guy closest to us and the middle, right in that gap, usually where the libero sits, and it's working for him every time. Falcons should be expecting it at this point, but with that weak spot there, he's gonna do great things keeping the target in. A little bit of spin and a big hit. There it is in that same spot. Oh, and a great save on the defensive side from the Black Knights, and a big, easy tip on the Falcons side, sending it back right close to the line, but the line judge is calling it out as the Falcons get their first point of the second set. Going in, I guess with some miscommunication, the ball was called in, and the Black Knights actually are gonna get the point, giving it 3-0. So we have our boy Logan Tenkelsey back to serve, and putting in that same spot, targeting the libero, Matt Sprague, the Falcons side. Hempfield looking to get it under control with a big hit and a great pancake, but it's not good enough as the Black Knights gain another point, going up 4-0. Dominating yet again. Here comes the serve. Targeting the libero again, and a big swing from the Falcons, but the Black Knights are right there. The short tip, the Falcons get control of it, looking to swing on the outside with a good swing and some good defense. The Black Knights look to keep it up, but the official has called that it hit the ground, and now the Falcons get their first point of the set, 4-1, and Matt Sprague is going to be back there, the libero, serving it up for the Falcons. The good serve right in the middle. Some mishits and a free ball back to the Falcons, who look to set it up in a big swing on the outside. Falcons look again, another big swing, but with that he couldn't even get it over the net, as great height up front on the Black Knights side. They will regain possession, sending it back to serve. There's going to be George Agadis serving it up with a nice high throw. He is their ace server if I had to guess anyone. He just has that speed and power every single serve. And with the ball hitting just on the line, the Falcons will get the point. Checking in is a squawk of Falcons, number 2 and number 12. Looking to get some fresh legs in there. Hopefully get something going on their end. The little serve right down the middle. It's that height advantage on the Black Knights side. It just looks effortlessly from them. He just jumps up, tips it over like it's nothing. I don't even think he was looking at where he hit it. But with that, Ethan Ashba is going to serve it up for the Black Knights. Looking to target the libero as usual. And with the miss hit, the Black Knights will gain the ball right back. Looking to keep this serve and coming. What I've seen the Falcons do earlier on in the set was bring someone back from their front line to help cover the libero to stop these mistakes from happening. But that just seems to, I don't know why they stopped that. It worked for them a little bit, but it seemed to throw off their offensive positioning, which I can understand why they stopped it. But something's got to change. If the servers on the Black Knight side are going to keep targeting the Falcons, libero, then if he's going to keep making these mistakes, it's just not going to go well for the Falcons. But on the Black Knights side, props to them and their servers for their ace accuracy, because it's impressive how he touched the Falcons libero touches the ball first every single time. Serving from players like Ethan Ashba and Logan Kelsey and George Agadis. It's incredible. Here's another serve from number 22, and there it is, that coverage on the libero, who plays over a pretty free ball, swinging it on the outside. A great block from the Falcons, but it's going to bounce out of bounds as the Black Knights now go up 9-2. That the Falcons gain a point. Checking in for a sub is Tanner Showers, who's going to head up right to the front, which makes sense with his height. Serving back there is going to be 31 for the Falcons. As a big hit and a try save. Oh, it's very close, just not enough power back there on the Falcons' end to send it back. Serving back here is going to be number 1 for the Black Knights, Cam Bechtold. The free ball heading to the Falcons' side, swinging on the outside, big swing, and a great save on the Black Knights' side, but with some great Falcon eye vision, the ball goes out and a good let. Good communication on the Falcon side to leave that ball out of bounds, because it looks like the guy in the middle back was ready to swing, but then with some chatter, he let it go, and they easily got the point. And the serve is up on the Hempfield side. Great big swing with a tip off the Falcons. It's going to be the Black Knights ball. Serving it up is Cam Crawford. We saw him before. He just has a little easy floater serve straight to the back line with some miscommunication between 2 and 12 on the Falcons side. Crawford will get the point for his team. Falcons looking to get something going with a big swing on the outside and great defense for the Black Knights. Giving a free ball deep, and with the close call, it's going to be called in. Close pancake on the Black Knights side. That's about as close as it can get. Let's take a look at the replay. Here we go with the deep last-minute save and just on the line. A great shot from the CCE Falcons. Hempfield looking to gain it back with a big swing and a big point. Targeting Drake Striver on the Falcons. He just couldn't get it done. Coming in hot and fast. Checking in for Hempfield is going to be 17, who heads right up for the front, Spencer Troyer. Big swing on the outside for the Falcons. Hempfield gains possession right down the middle, giving a free ball, and the free ball's right out of bounds. The Falcons look to get something going. Now 13-6 in the second set. Before we get it going, some subs in as 5 goes out and a new server comes in, hopefully to get something going for the Falcons because they're going to need it. Good serve targeting the libero in the deep. Big swing on the outside from Black Knights. But as a constant theme we've seen, the Black Knights are just going to win every single thing at the net. With their height and the way they're coached, they're ready for these short, cheap jousts. Heading back for the Black Knights to serve is Logan Tenkelsey, who you guys already know where it's going, right to the gray shirt guy. Or out of bounds. The first mistake from Tenkelsey on the Black Knights side gives the Falcons a free point. Serving up for the Falcons is the libero, Matt Sprague. Falcons gain possession, looking to hit it right down the easy. It's a great read on the Falcons side. Coming in from Jude. He saw they were covering the middle. They had some guys playing deep, which opened a great pocket where he could just tip it right over, and it fell in like a rainbow. And here come the Black Knights looking to work it on the outside like usual. And just like the Falcons just did, the Black Knights return it with an easy tip, getting it right in that pocket. It's so tough sometimes to cover the whole court. And when the offense gets to read that great opportunity to put it in that pocket, it's so satisfying. It's such a free point. It's a heated serve coming in on the Black Knights. It's just going to hit right into the net. As the Falcons get another free point. That's 2 in a row on the serving side from the Black Knights that they've given up. Sending it back to serve is Wyeth Ritter for the Falcons. The big deep serve out by about 10 feet, which is unacceptable if you're trying to get something going. And the Black Knights getting to serve again with Ethan Ashba up. Hitting into the net. Wow. It's just like the ball is cursed right now. That's 3 misses in a row for the Blackhawks and some on the Falcons side too. Now someone's got to get it in. Falcons looking to serve it, hopefully breaking this streak as a whistle is blown. And it looks like it's just going to be a reserve as Wyatt Tremblay is back to serve it for the Falcons. A big swing and a big save. Almost so close from the Falcons. Looked like their Spider-Man flexes kicked in, but just wasn't. Let's take a look at that big swing replay. Big swing. It happened so fast you barely see what happened. But as you saw, huge swing on the Black Knights side. Couldn't get enough done for the Falcons. Falcons looking to swing it. Great save from the libero on the Black Knights side, leading to a free ball to the Falcons, setting it up for a swing on the deep side. And another free ball coming in for the Falcons. As they're looking to swing on the outside, getting it right through the hands of the Black Knights, but they're looking to return it. Big jump and swing. And it's called out. And the Falcons will gain the point. Some fresh legs are checking in. Falcons, not much celebrating on their side because they know with the 17-11 deficit they're in right now, they got to make this comeback. And with a big swing on the Blackhawks side, they're just looking to shut it down. No mercy. Let's take a look at that replay. All right, let's get back to action. And the Black Knights are looking to serve with their 18-11 lead in the second set. Falcons working it right through the back. Good domination at the net for the Black Knights. With the whistle blown, looks like it's going to be a lift called, and the Black Knights will gain the point, sending it back for their server. Some high fives and good vibes on the Black Knights side. Serve is up, and with a miss hit from Wyatt Trumbley, it's going to send it right back to the Black Knights for another serve. Back there is going to be number 29, Cam Crawford, serving it up. Looks like he's about to shoot a free throw back there with his whole warm-up, serving it right in. No jump, but gets the laser serve. And the Falcons working on the outside, hitting it right down on the Black Knights side. Let's take a quick look at the replay. Let's see this big swing. Good control on the Falcons side. Big swing, getting right down on the Black Knights front line. And with a quick tip, the score is now 20-13 in the second set, and the Falcons are serving it up. Looking to float it in there with a miss hit and a birthday ball. Happy birthday to the Falcons. They slam it right down. That is, I know that feels so good getting that birthday ball right up front. Quickly, Falcons looking to serve it back. That's Matt Peelan. But it's not good enough. Now 21-14, just 4 points left for the Black Knights as Spencer Troyer checks in for the front line on the Black Knights side. The serve is up straight to the libero, and a quick swing from the Falcons. Not good enough as the Black Knights look to play it deep, and with no tip, the Falcons will win the point. With some confusion and not a lot of celebrating, which is sad to see after they've got such a good point. You think they need to have some energy and some celebrations on the Falcons side if they want to get stuff going. Serving back there is number 11, Jude. So the Black Knights gain possession of the serve. Swinging it over, tipping off the front line of the Black Knights as it drops right in that gap. Falcons gain another point with Jude back there to serve it up again. And with the serve just going outside of the line, the Black Knights now have 22, checking in some fresh legs as Logan Tenkelsey is back there to serve. He is one of their ace servers looking to close out this set for the Black Knights. Good control from the Falcons side. They're punching it over as the Black Knights look to drive from their back line. Great set from the libero. Good spike up front. Sending it back. Another big jump and spike. And there was some confusion on the Falcons side. It looks like he might have tipped it, claiming he did it. Let's take a look at that replay to see if he hit it before it went out of bounds. So here comes the Blackhawks, a big swing, a jump. Ooh. And another one. And without any able to challenge from the refs, they're going off their best judgment. Hempfield won the point. Now, sending it over on the Falcons side. Great serve from Matt Sprague. Ooh, and a dive on the Falcons side. And that is tough when it hits the net. 24. Now the Black Knights just need one more point to win this second set. Sending it back there is number 3, Vasin Chan. Serving it up for the Black Knights. Woo, and a great swing straight to the Black Knights, who couldn't get it done. The Falcons looking to fight it off, who now need 7 points in a row if they want to make this a close game. 8 points if they want to win this second set. Back there is going to be Wyeth Ritter with the serve. And a big swing and some not going to be good enough on the Falcons' defensive side. The Black Knights win the second set 25-18 with some energy coming on their side. Their coach looks hype, their players look hype, and their JV bench looks even hyper. I know they're excited and ready. Looking at some of their players, there's player 6 and player 7 right there. Player 5, player 31. They're just some of the guys that have given so much energy 24/7 on their side. And we saw in the back Spencer Troyer working. Let's take a look at some of his highlights and the rest of the Black Knights from that second set. Starting it off early, some domination, always on the outside side, targeting the Falcons' libero. Some great serving from Logan Tankelsey. And great work on the offensive side from the Falcons. Looking to getting better at their net play. And some great swings on both sides from both teams on the outside. The Black Knights, as you just saw right there, tend to dominate the net. But the Falcons were working a little better at their deep hits and finding that open pocket for their tips instead of spiking it at the Black Knights' height up front. They're working around and focusing a little more on breaking that strong tallness right at the front. But the Black Knights serving was something else in that second set. Spencer Troyer, Logan Tankelsey, Ethan Ashba, Cam Crawford, 4 of the guys who really dominate on the serving side. The Falcons, they did get a little better at their big swings targeting the front line, but if they want to have any chance of coming back in this third set, they're going to have to step it up on the offensive side at the net. It looks good from behind when the liberos are setting them up for the deep shots, but in the front side, it looked a lot better than the first set. I'll give them that. But with this comeback, it's got to be even better at the next level. They have to stop relying on Hempfield to make mistakes and start relying on their good swings and good hits to win some points. Now, the Black Knight side, if they want to get this clean sweep 3-0, they got to keep playing the exact same way they're playing, but a little better. Right now, they're relying a lot on the Falcons' errors, their missed serves, and their missed hits, which is good. But if the Falcons continue to play that way, the sweep is obviously the Black Knights. But if they're going to turn it around, if the Falcons start to turn it around and start playing their game without making mistakes, Hempfield is going to be in for a good ride. And with back there, Logan Tankelsey up to serve for the Black Knights. He looks locked in if I've ever seen it. refs done chatting, the officials. The third set is now going to be set into motion. Big start from the Falcons, looking to get something going. A free ball sent over to the Black Knights side. Big swing on the Black Knights side. It's going to go out of bounds as the Falcons get the... They do not. It did go out of bounds. But it looks like... Let's take a look at the replay to see what happens and why the Black Knights get the point. And here comes the free ball. Over with the big swing. Looks like the Falcons just touched the net. And now let's take it back to the live footage. And with the... Looks like it tried to be an easy hit from Drake Stryver on the Falcons. Just couldn't make it over the net. And now the Black Knights 2-0. Starting it off with Logan Tenkelsey back to serve. Playing it right in that middle pocket. And just like I mentioned before, the Falcons needed to stop making these key mistakes, giving up free points. And the first 3 points of this set have all been key mistakes, touching the net, 2 bad hits. It's not going to get it done from them. And they need to get some coordination going, just like that. They can win all the points they want, but if they keep making mistakes, it's not going to look pretty for them. As now 34-3 are going to check in for the Falcons as Matt Peelan goes back to serve it for the Falcons. Big good serve. Had a lot of topspin on it, curving down. Falcons looking to swing it on the outside. Big swing from number 5, Tanner Showers, as the Black Knights look to easily get it back. Another looking for a tip, but with that height on the Black Knights side, it's going to be easy for players like Spencer Troyer to dominate up front. Back there is George Agadis serving it up with the big hit, big top spin serve. Falcons sending it back pretty slowly. There was some miscommunication after Ethan Ashba hits it. Falcons will gain the point. Now this is a key turning point that the Falcons really want to turn it around. We have Tanner Showers serving it up, but with this 4-2 deficit they're in right now, this is the point right now that could decide the turning point of this match. Oh, but with another key error, that's going to make their third error on the Falcons' side. Keep giving them points after points after points. They're fourth now, excuse me. Here comes the serve from Ashba. And with the tip out of bounds, it's going to now be 6-2. Ashba back to serve to keep this streak going. Serving it right to the libero. There's a miscommunication. And another bad hit on the Falcons side. Wyatt Tremblay couldn't get it done. There's just no energy or enthusiasm coming from the Falcons side. They need a little bit of a spark, maybe 2 or 3 points right now to get their comeback going. But the Black Knights have total possession and control of this game. Good swing from Tremblay on the outside. The Black Knights punching it over as the Falcons send them a free ball back. Black Knights in total possession. Ooh, right on the line, but it's going to be right out as the Falcons get that point. And just like I said, if they want to get something going, it's got to start now. Falcons serving it up, and with a deep shot, there is the ace on the Falcons side. from Matt Sprague, the libero, serving it up. Now down by 3, the Falcons will have the serve again. Sprague looking to serve it up. Playing it right in that pocket after touching the net. That's a tough read. I don't blame Black Knights on that one. That's a tough read when the serve hits the net. But with the air, the Falcons will gain another point. Serving it up in that same spot. The Black Knights swinging on their outside. As the Falcons return it over deep. And the Black Knights read the Falcons defense perfectly, getting it right in that mischievous pocket. That's so hard to read on the defensive side. Excellent hit and excellent read on the Blackhawks side. Now up 8-5. Cam Bechtold is back there to serve for the Black Knights. It's the Falcons swing on the outside, a great block, putting a roof over his head and sending it back on the Falcons side where the Black Knights gain the point. Falcons looking to slam it right down the middle, hitting the libero in the face as it bounces out of bounds. A great swing right through the middle. Now, 9 times out of 10, the Falcons are going to take the bump to the set. The set is going to reach the outside. And what they switched on that one was the set went right to the middle, which is why the Black Knights were a little confused, which gave the Falcons the opportunity to win that point. If they can keep doing things like that, they have some sort of chance at making this comeback. But the Black Knights eventually are going to read on. And let's take a look at the replay, which just happened. Big swing. And there it is, the tip on 25 from the Black Knights. It's going to give the Falcons the point. And now just a 1-point game, 9-8. We have the Falcons serving it up back there. Matt Wyeth Ritter with his shiny shoes, serving it up right to the libero. It's the Black Knights. Oh, look to tip it up, but a roof is put on his head. Denied by the Falcons. Oh my God, a kick ball. An attempt to keep it alive from Jude. Kicks the ball under the net right into a Black Knight's face. I'd probably hurt him. I don't know how that felt. But with that, Cam Crawford is in the back line for the Black Knights, looking to serve it up. Cam has a pretty medium serve, not too much heat, not too much topspin, but his accuracy gets it done. His consistency too. And with that huge block from George Agatis on the Black Knights, they gain the point, sending it back to Crawford for another serve. You can see Crawford doesn't really jump on his serves. He just kind of sends in the line drive. He knows where he needs to go. It's all about consistency with him. He just throws it up, hits it, and every time it's going to get it done. But with that time, the Falcons won it. Oh, and there's some celebration and some smiles on the Falcons side. I'm wondering if the Falcons are now turned up and locked in for this comeback as we send it to Wyatt Tremblay. The big jump serve and gets it done for the Falcons, cutting it again to a 1-point deficit. Great serve. Here's these smiles and this energy, finally showing some passion on the Falcons side. This is what they've needed. This is what I've been mentioning all game. The energy wasn't there, and it's finally here. Let's see if they can get something going. The big swing on the Black Knights side. They just shut it down. But they seem happy, but the Falcons still have some smiles on their faces on their side because they know they're still in this game, down by 2, excuse me. Back there is going to be number 25 looking to serve. Falcons playing it up the middle, and with a kick ball, they keep it alive as the Falcons go, and the Black Knights are just confused. Wow, an incredible save on the Falcons side. Cuts the point to 1. We gotta take a look at that replay. Wow, a kickball and it just looks like the Black Knights gave up after that kick ball. They are excited on the Falcons side. The big swing! Wow, he got bunnies over there on the Black Knights side. Absolute killer of a swing. There was no chance the Falcons had any way of getting that. That is how you set the tone for this game. 13-11 in the third set. Logan Kelsey back there to serve. He knows where he wants to put it. It's the same spot every time. And with another air on the Falcons side, that's going to total 6 free points. Now they've given to the Black Knights. Without these 6 airs, the Falcons could be up by so many more points, or it could be a lot closer. They just got to fix these. And with a big set to the outside, a great diving save from the libero, as the libero gives him a free ball, but it's not enough to make it over the net. As the Falcons win the point, check in some fresh legs with the Falcons serving specialist, Matt Peelan, number 3, taking the ball. He might not have a lot of height, but he's their guy when it goes to serving with a great top spin serve. As it's going to be called out for the Black Knights, but with the tip of the Falcons, the Black Knights will gain the point. George Agatis back there to serve. Big hit. Swinging to the outside for the Falcons. Free ball. Here it comes. The Falcons setting it up right down the middle. And a great hit from the Black Knights and a joust as the Falcons win the joust. But the whistle's blown. As it looks like, even though the Falcons won the joust at the net, he sadly hit the net. Tanner Showers. So the Black Knights will gain the point. I will send it to George Agatis here with a big jump serve power. Woo! That is an insane serve with power, jump, and top spin. All of that combined together is just going to be a dominating serve. Here we go, George, for another serve. Same as before, giving a birthday ball to the Black Knights, and whoo, that was exciting. Perfect time for Coach Monica Schaefer to call a timeout to get their team on the Falcons back together. They had it. They had it at 10-9 and then 12-11. They had it at 1.2 different times. Coach Schaefer is trying to get some control on the Falcons side. Talking to him, everyone looks just focused. Not a lot of smiles and passion because they're down by 6 points on the Falcons side. They know they have to get it done. But on the Black Knights side, their coach is breaking it down for them, telling them what they got to do to get another 7 points, which will get them 25, which will get them the win, the sweep, 3-0 over the Falcons. Taking a look, you got Spencer Troyer and him at the front line, constantly dominating, building a roof over these Falcons' heads. Falcons looking to swing it outside. Ooh, and with a little bit of aggression on the Black Knights side, it looks like one of them hit the net. It's going to give the Falcons the serve. Back there is going to be Tanner Showers. Showers locked in as usual. Here comes the outside swing from the Black Knights. Sending it back with another outside swing. But the defense right at the net. That height advantage is just domination over domination over domination. Sending it back is Ethan Ashba, the libero, serving it up. Again, floating it in there with a tough net hit. Great domination at the net from the Black Knights. A good swing from the Falcons' side and a tip. And it's going to go out of bounds with the Falcons getting the point, cutting to 5. It's 19-14 in this third set as Matt Sprague is up for the serve. And with another air on the Falcons' side, it's going to give the Black Knights 20. Now it's just 5 points needed to close out this game. Game, set, match. Cam Bechtold back there for the Black Knights to serve. Falcons gain easy possession with a good swing, sending it to the backfield. With the tip on the Black Knights side. It looks like the Falcons will come up with the point. As 2 new Falcons check in. Sending it back with Wyeth Ritter to serve. Another one of the serving specialists on the Falcons side. Usually gets subbed in right to the serving position in the back line. Big swing and a block on the Falcons' end. Another big swing for the Blackhawks. Looking to play it down the opposite line. And a quick play from the libero to try and throw off the Black Knights. But it's not good enough, as now they're at 21, Falcons 15, which is 4 points left to go on the Black Knights side. Cam Crawford up to serve, the line drive, man, no jumping. Falcons big swing, not enough. Black Knights sending it back. Great block on the Falcons side. That's going to be number 31, Wyatt Trumbley. Setting the tone at the net, saying not today. Blocking it, giving the Falcons the serve. Big throw, huge swinging serve. As the Black Knights send it back. Now serving from the left side, the far side of the camera, changing it up a little bit on the Black Knights side. And some miscommunication is going to give the Falcons a point as a tip out of bounds, 22-17. Here is the time of the game where the Falcons need to get this comeback going. If they want anything to happen, it's got to happen now. And with errors like that, it's not going to get it done. That's the 8th free point the Falcons have given up this game on air, this set on airs, excuse me. And now looking to close it out for the Black Knights is their serving specialist. But he plays it just lightly in with a big swing on the Falcons side. Good reflexes. But it's not good enough as it's hit out of bounds. And now the Black Knights at 24, just needing one more point to put this sweep over the Falcons. Logan Tankelsey back there, serving it up for the Falcons as they gain possession. Big swing. Big domination kill right at the net from the Falcons. Looking to stay alive. Needing 6 more points to tie it up. 8 in a row if they want to win. Fighting for their lives as the Falcons serving specialist Matt Peelan, number 3, is back there for the Falcons. Big swing as libero sends it to the roof. I don't know if it actually hit the roof, but it looked pretty close to it on my end with how tall that shot went up. Great serve from Peelan. Still fighting for their lives out there. Peelan with a smile on his face with the lefty swing. And with that, another air leaves 10 total airs in that third set as the Black Knights come up with the win 3-0. The sweep, sweep, sweep. A lot of happy faces on the Hempfield side as the Falcons just look devastated. Now, with the Hempfield being 4-0, as the Falcons are 1-2. It was an exciting game, with the keys of this game being the height advantage the Black Knights had at the net and the airs on the Falcons side just led to this 3-0 sweep over the Falcons. Top players on the Hempfield side were Logan Tankelsey dominating back on the serving side, Ethan Ashba as the libero, Cam Crawford was another solid, consistent server, and up at the net you have Spencer Troyer, who was always there with his height, ready to make an impact, putting roofs over people's heads, while also block while also just setting the tone. Let's take a look at some of our highlights from throughout the game. Sponsored by A&J Pizzeria. Solid serving on the Black Knights side, dominating at the net. That play right there shows the tone of this game that the Black Knights set, starting with their serving and finishing on the defensive side, blocking at the net. That's the key right there. Here's some more highlights. Great spikes too, great kills. Yes, that was beauty right there. Beauty, beauty, beauty on the Blackhawks side. Boom, big swings, just not good enough. That replay right there for the Falcons just shows one of their crucial mistakes on why they got swept. It's those errors, let alone in the last set they had around 10 total 3 points they gave, with half of those coming from the serving. So that's not even sure. Sometimes you can make a mistake during the actual play, but when serving, those has to be automatic. There shouldn't be free points you can be giving to the Black Knights. But taking a look at the Falcons side, some of the key players was Matt Sprague, who was the libero, Tanner Showers, and Matt Peelan, who had some great serving, and who was started off as a libero number 11, Jude, who then transitioned out of it. He also was the key factors, and Wyatt Tremblay up front at the net, who was the height giant on the Falcons. But overall, Hempfield dominated, and they swept, and we saw it happen. And to remind you guys, this replay is sponsored by A&J Pizzeria, one of the best pizza places around. If you're ever needing a large pepperoni pizza or any type of pizza, hit them up. Boom. Shows the domination from George Agatis and Spencer Troyer at the net. Those two together are a power couple on the Black Knights side. All game, every game, they set the tone at the net of what they would do. They told the Falcons, you got to hit it deep. You're not hitting it around us. And every time they hit it right at them, it was good. Now we're going to send it over to our player of the game, Logan Tankelsey. Oh, just kidding. Ethan and Ashba. They both played game, but Ethan and Ashba's our player. Chris, what does he got?